everybody. Welcome to the show. So, a little bit of tariff drama, a little bit of Trump drama, which is, I think, kind of the way that he likes it. That's his modus operandus. So Trump doesn't want his legacy to be tanking the market. So I think it was kind of obvious that they were going to get something done. It happened more quickly than I thought it would. I've never seen politicians move so quickly in my life. So they got it done fairly quickly, just like Colombia, just like, Panama to some extent. So, but the fact is, Trump really doesn't want his legacy to be affected, right? He's pro-growth. He's pro-stock market. He's the opposite of causing deep and durable pain. So he's going to use the art of the deal, come in guns a-blazing, and then dial it back and get people scared and then get them negotiating. So just a reminder, everyone, of the disclaimer. So anything we talk about today is for educational, entertainment, and information purposes only. Adding an extra $2,600 to his citizens' credit card bills every month, when the reason they voted Biden out was partially, at least, was because of inflation. That's not going to sit well with his voters. So he's not going to do anything, I think, at least. Now, does he see a sort of new world order for the U.S. and as part of this sort of shrinking globalization idea, bringing back manufacturing, reinvigorating that sort of lower to middle class? I think that's a really interesting idea. It's fascinating, but I think that you're going to have to withstand a lot of pain if you're not careful with that kind of thing, right? It's going to take years, and you got to really baby step something like that. It's possible. I think something like that is almost necessary to some extent over the long run, but I don't think he's going to do it, right? Canada and Mexico, just too important to mess with. Now we still have China, so we're still seeing an elevated VIX there. Probably a little bit of expectation that China's going to kind of fire back, and there's going to be a little bit of this back and forth trade war. So there's definitely some stuff going on there, but on the other hand, I feel that stocks just really want to go up. You can see it with the DeepSeek news. Everything kind of tanked, came all the way back to almost make new highs. Then this kind of tanked things, came all the way back. This market, clearly the pain point is to the upside. It seems to really want to go up. The economy's strong. The employment is good. People are spending money. Stocks are not cheap. But really the important part is, you really need something very, very serious. A deep tariff problem is going to be that serious thing, but I just don't think anybody has the desire to do something like that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, so first of all, I've got my event coming up on the 15th, 16th. This is going to be 2 days of live training. I'm going to be teaching my enhanced wheel option selling system, but I'm also going to be showing you a little bit about this strategy that I'm going to just show you in a moment, which is one of my favorite strategies out there. And you're going to get all kinds of bonuses, time in my community, a couple months in the community. You're going to get all these extra things and extra courses. So it's going to be a really, really fantastic event. Check it out. It is going to be one of the coolest things that you're going to see all year, and it's going to really help you get on the right track with options trading and, importantly, volatility trading and recognizing sentiment. Where is it? Where is that edge? Everything for me is about where's the edge. If the edge isn't there, I'm running far away from that. So I'm always going to look for where I believe the edge to be. It's not a game of perfect, but if we can always look to where sensible things are, then we're going to eliminate one of the big problems in options trading, which is stepping in the big pile of what one too many times, right? So we're going to try to reduce the number of times we do that by having a proper system with rules and a set of guardrails and a real kind of understanding of sentiment. So check that out. I'll put the description in the below. So here's our Reddit trade. We really an amazing trade. So back in early November, November 1st, I said, look, these earnings were unbelievable. This company, positive cash flow, incredible engagement. This was a company that suddenly was put on the radar, right? Of course, it would have been better to get in at $40-50, but it was a little bit more uncertain at that point, at least from my perspective. suddenly this was a big report. And so I started getting very constructive on this thing. I said, look, it looks interesting, great results. This could be on a Facebook-like trajectory in some way. So that's November 1st. Over the weekend, I studied it more and I said, I want to get into this thing. Unbelievable margins. This is an $18 billion company with unreal monetization possibilities, right? They're expanding around the world. They've got this translation software that allows them to thrive in all these different countries, different languages. I mean, this is a company that's really on a tricycle, but being shown the ways to monetize now, right? This is where you take a company from really kind of something having something special to showing it from a business perspective where it can potentially make money. And that's what you do when you go public. You start to get new people involved who really can take you to that next level. Got into it at $114 basically, starter position. Started doing some covered calls on it, so grabbed some really nice premium there. Did some cash secured puts along the way several times. Did one of my patented turbo trades, right? So really, I get into those when I feel really strongly about something. Maybe the option pricing levels aren't that compelling to me, so I want to use something to create more upside, to create leverage, right? So create something to finance leverage. That is the way you can really, really move the needle. And now we've got that on. We put that on around $180. It's now sitting almost at 220. So that trade is up huge. So really, the moral of the story here is in the community, you learn things that you're not going to see anywhere else. We made money on Reddit 5 different ways. We did covered calls. We did cash secured puts. We did turbo trades. We did call spreads. We did long calls at one point and made just a little bit of money on some long calls. So there are so many ways to make money with options, but you've got to pivot to where that edge is, to where the opportunity is, because at times, based on skew and option pricing levels, you're gonna be compelled to do different kinds of things, right? So that's really understanding it. Whereas many other people are just kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then eventually you kind of take a big hit. And it's not to say that we're infallible, but you really need to again go to where the edge is. So this was an unbelievable trade. I had students just make one of our members. I'm up $9,000 on Reddit. Here's another one. I might close my Reddit up 82.8%. This gentleman says I made $20,000 in put options selling Reddit in the last 2 or 3 months. All thanks to you, Hans. Well, you know what, we get a few things right? So, being part of this community is something really, really special. Here's somebody, you're one of the most underrated superstars in the FinTwit world. Just wonderful things. You're one of the best out there. This guy just, out of the blue, I don't even know him. You're one of the best out there. Anyone who wants to learn options trading would be fortunate to have you as a mentor. And this gentleman says, made a lot of money by keeping the whole position. Can't tell you how happy I am to be in this program. I tell everyone about you. The only downside is I didn't join years ago. So the crowd has spoken. If you want to be part of something really, really special, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to make a fortune. I'm not one of these BSers, but you are going to learn. You are going to see some great things, and you're going to take that and to up your game to the next level. And that's what this is really all about. Looking at things differently. I have people come tell me that after years and years of doing cover calls, they say, I've never looked at things the way that you look at them. You've completely changed the way I look at these trades. And that is very gratifying to me. Really, really wonderful thing to say. So again, check out the masterclass. I'm going to have a link below. It's an amazing, amazing price, and you are going to come away with some fantastic knowledge and skills. So we'll see you guys there, hopefully, and we'll see you in the next video as well.